I hope you are enjoying yourself with the good food. Thank you, Shiki and Adi, for your wonderful jazz music. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure and honor to welcome you this evening for the Pre-World Marketing Summit Networking event. This is an invitation by invitation only event to gather all supporters like yourself, which we are very delighted to welcome you tonight for this occasion. This event is basically for all of us to know one another, as well as to understand better tonight some of the news announcements that we're going to make. And without further ado, may I invite Mr. Roger Wang, President of the Marketing Institute of Singapore Training Center, to deliver his welcome speech. Mr. Wang, please.
Hi everyone. I think let's keep this a bit casual. I think it's a bit fancy right now. Okay, with everyone, we have to keep it a bit more casual. Do I get the approval of everyone to just make it a bit more casual? Yes. So when I talk, right, I don't mind a bit of background music. I'm kidding. Anyway, my name is Roger Wang. I'm the current president of the Marketing Institute of Singapore and Marketing Institute of Singapore Training Center. Okay, which I will probably explain what's the difference between both later. Very good evening, everyone, and of course to Dr. Fahim. Thanks for coming by, Dr. Fahim. I think this is your 4th, 5th, 6th trip within the last few months. And just to introduce Dr. Fahim itself, he's the one that I always say that managed the guru of marketing, or the father of marketing, Professor Philip Kotler. So therefore I call him the grandfather of marketing. Kidding, the godfather. Anyway, welcome everyone. I've got quite a fair bit of things to share with everyone, but nevertheless, I think I'll just keep it as casual as possible. Probably to fill in some information about MIS to all of you. Just a show of hands, how many of you are our MIS member? Individual member, corporate members, or whatsoever? Great, thank you, sir. Thanks everyone. And you will be our prospects. Okay. Okay, nevertheless, I think just a bit on MIS. MIS, we have been around for the past 4 years. Okay, and we are actually a not-for-profit body itself. And we have people like me. I'm actually a volunteer at MIS. And we don't get paid, we don't get salary. Of course, we do have a pool of staff that works in MIS, but we also have another pool of people that are similar, like me. We are all council members elected by members to help to run the association. Now, the reason why most of my peers are doing that is because of the passion of marketing. In marketing itself, because Singapore, if you have to know, we are actually one of the members of the Asian Marketing Federation, which currently comprises of 16 countries. And among the 16 countries itself, Singapore has always been seen as the forerunner of marketing in this region. So that's why we are always promoting Singapore as the epitome of marketing to the Asian region itself. So we hope to have more volunteers like you. In fact, I was talking to a couple of friends, sir, maybe you in particular, please come and join us. While you volunteer, you also look for friendships and network, and of course business opportunity along the way. Okay? The other thing I would like to mention is that MIS itself, although we are not for profit body itself, we also have another element which helps us to fund our operations. We have a pool of currently around 19 to 20 staff, and our premise is actually in Anson Center itself. And of course, out of that premise, we conduct our executive development program. Okay, that's where we cater to industry people from the sales and marketing, and not just the sales marketing alone, in fact, to entrepreneurs, to HR personnel, to people who want to upgrade themselves in the area of sales and marketing. In fact, we've got 9 disciplines. Okay, currently we have 130 total programs under our umbrella. So please find out more about this, because this is where you can attend a 3 to 4 days class where you can actually continue to upgrade your skills in the 9 disciplines, including sales and marketing. And I'm also glad to announce that MIS has been voted as the best corporate training provider in the HRM Asia Reader Choice Award 2017. In fact, this is not the only year that we've been voted. we've been voted quite a few times. So thanks to all the staff for putting a lot of hard work. It's not easy to compete in the area of executive training programs in Singapore itself. And certainly, we've been doing that for many, many years. And through MIS, I think we've trained more than 50,000 sales and marketing professionals that went through our MIS training program. Okay. Now, you probably will ask me, what is MIS and what about MIS Training Center? Now, MIS Training Center, if a lot of you were to remember, MIS, we were very popular with our diploma those days. In fact, our diploma in marketing, sales and marketing. I myself, I'm a graduate from MIS, and coming back to serve is really to come back to my alma mater to give back what I gained while I was taking my diploma in MIS itself. And it's because of MIS itself that I was given a second lease of life in education. I left school quite early. If you want to find out more about me, you can actually go to my website or my company's website to know more. I left school at a very early age because of financial burden, financial problem with my family itself or in my parents. And MIS actually given me a second lease in the area of education. Okay, so that's why I truly believe in education. And through education itself, that's where we can actually educate and then, to bring people who are in need in the area of upgrading themselves. They can actually use MIS as a platform. So that's why today I'll be announcing a scheme that is actually being offered by the World Marketing Summit Group or the Kotler Impact itself together with MIS, which I'll probably will talk about it a bit later. Now, of course, today we are here to welcome everyone, being partners, being our potential sponsors, and of course, hopefully that you'll be able to support us. Now, like what I said, MIS is a not-for-profit body, and we do have a charity status behind us. Okay, and Professor Philip Kotler, I think, needs no introduction, right? If you have done some business programs or sales and marketing program, you know who he is, right? He's the father of marketing, and not just marketing alone. It's about future marketing also. So, how do I come to know about this World Marketing Summit? This last year, while I was invited by Dr. Fahim to Tokyo itself, right? So I was there. I attended that was the third World Marketing Summit in Tokyo. The fifth marketing summit, in fact, in Tokyo itself. So I was really in awe. While I was there, I saw 3,000 over people attended the World Marketing Summit with a lineup of top speakers from around the world. And I gained a lot, in fact, from the 2 days conference. It was 2 days in Tokyo itself. So I figured out Singapore, perhaps, it would be good to bring World Marketing Summit with, of course, our guru in marketing, Professor Philip Kotler, to Singapore to share what are the latest insights in the area of marketing. Okay, so therefore, for this time around, we will be talking about disruption. Disruption is a very popular word right now. Alright, so everything gets disrupted. Now, remember those days when we asked, how's your business? Business as usual. It seems to be the norm. But if you ask someone, how is your business itself, if business is as usual, right, then there's some problem somewhere. Right? It can't be usual right now. Everything is being disrupted. So therefore, we have actually been across gurus, such as Professor Philip Kotler, and then some of them, Professor Salvador Lopez, plus I think Professor Mark Oliver. Now, all these professors are actually currently doing a lot of research in this area itself, and they'll be able to share with all our entrepreneurs and our business community on what are the latest strategies amidst all these disruptive moments. Okay? And of course, tonight, I think one of the most important things for me is to announce the goodwill of Kotler Impact. Now, Kotler Impact, I will leave it to Dr. Fahim to further elaborate on the organization of Kotler Impact itself. Now, like in MIS, we pride ourselves to be able to deliver top diploma programs, especially in the area of business and marketing, that produces over the years a lot of top businessmen. Okay, and therefore we would like to actually extend this goodwill to the underprivileged community in Singapore. So it was during I think our second meeting while we were in Singapore itself that I was proposing to Dr. Fahim to speak to Professor Kotler. And he shared with me that Kotler has always wanted to do this. And that is to offer scholarship to the underprivileged community in wherever he goes. So Singapore will be his very first project in the area of offering scholarship to our underprivileged. Now, we have actually categorized some of the underprivileged, people that really needs the skill to actually upgrade themselves and create an impact in their life. One of the areas that we'll be looking at will be the ex-convicts, will be the ex-drug offender, and of course, for women itself, we're looking at single mothers currently that are really having a great burden in trying to bring up the family itself. So all this, we will be identifying the candidates that will be eligible for the Philip Kotler's scholarship. And of course, this scholarship will be administered by MIS, all right, for our diploma program. Now, we believe in empowering them through education, okay? And on top of that, most of the lecturers in MIS for this particular program will be from our pool of volunteers lecturer, such as who, all right, we will contribute our time to deliver the course. And on top of that, it's not just about delivering the course and teaching them the life skills in the area of marketing. We will also throw in a mentorship program after their graduation to mentor them for at least half a year to a year to make sure that they're well fitted into the business or into the workforce itself. So this is something that I would like to encourage all our friends of MIS tonight here together with us to think about helping us in this initiative, all right, to do good for the community, especially the underprivileged. Okay. Now, how can you go about doing that? You see, Professor Philip Kotler will be setting up his scholarship funds, which will allow us to actually subsidize up to 10 or 12 fully paid scholarship to ensure, and all this they don't have to fork out any money, all right, so that that it shows the sincerity of Professor Kotler. Now, I myself, I did not have the privilege of receiving this scholarship, especially from Professor Philip Kotler himself. And of course, how you can contribute to this is that on the night itself, we will be having a gala dinner, all right, and you can actually contribute in terms of getting tables for your friends and for your staff itself. Now, I will not go into details. I'll leave it to some of my colleagues here. Please find out from them on how you can contribute to this. All right, I promise not to be long. Okay, let me just cover one last very important point. That is, of course, tonight, we are all here. I think I'm glad to actually see a lot of friends, a lot of friends from the business community. Of course, I'm glad to meet some new faces over here. First and foremost, we are also appealing for, MIS itself, we do not get any funding from anywhere else. All these years, we build our own funds through our executive development programs. So we are self-funded. And therefore, initiatives like this would need more support from the business community to help us to sponsor, to come in as our quality or value sponsors for our events like that. Now, World Marketing Summit itself, it doesn't just happen in Singapore, which I think Dr. Fahim will share with you. All right, and it is actually happening worldwide. In fact, even for next year, I think next year, you are almost filled up, right? I think for 10 countries itself. So definitely, by being the sponsors, especially for the Singapore World Summit event or conference itself, you will be able to get your brand out there. Because we will be linking up our website, and in fact, to the World Marketing Summit Kotler's Impact website itself. So if now you can actually log on to World Marketing Summit and you'll be able to see there are a lot of good sponsors coming from Japan. In fact, I was surprised, while I was in Japan itself, Nestle being the major sponsors. Actually, what they did was they pledged 100% of their employees to attend the course, the Kotler Business Program, and of course sending their employees for the conference itself. Then, of course, by being a sponsor, you are also made eligible or available in terms of exposure of your product and services to our 1,000 attendees. Now we're targeting at people throughout the whole spectrum in the workforce itself, and of course including some of the CMO and CEOs. Okay? And likewise, increasing your visibility. Now, through WMS, we are not just looking at Singapore alone. Of course, Singapore, we are targeting at the broad spectrum, the area of sales and marketing, but we're also looking at the regional side. So this, I'll leave it to Dr. Karim to talk about it. And through this, you are able to grow your network also. And we welcome you to join us. MIS itself, we have our corporate membership and our individual membership itself. And we're not priced very high. In fact, for an individual membership, you're only charging it $300, and that's all. And you're able to enjoy a lot of benefits out of it. Now, I myself, I do send my staff for training in MIS, and I do get back, in fact, more than what I paid as a corporate sponsors. Corporate sponsors is about 400 plus, but sending your staff, you'll be able to get rebates through corporate training. So hopefully you'll be able to find out more. And seriously, for MIS itself, right, I think this is my second term as a president. I've been serving in MIS since 2012. I came back after a long time, having been a undergrads from MIS itself. And I find that it's really worthwhile and it's really meaningful to contribute to the community, especially in Singapore, in promoting sales and marketing itself. Alright, so MIS is the only organization that existed for 44 years, and we're still continuing to grow. So hopefully I'll gather the support from all of you, and to make Singapore even stronger in the area of sales and marketing. Okay, I think I've covered mostly. I think to end off my speech, thanks everyone for coming by. I know this being a weekday's night, work day, tomorrow probably another work day itself. And thanks for being so patient with us. And I apologize for us starting the events a bit late due to some hiccup. But nevertheless, I think the person that I really need to thank is Dr. Karim. He arrived late last night yesterday, in fact, late morning yesterday, and he'll be leaving later. And he's always in and out. His hectic journey, but he's never failed to support us wherever we call him for help. So please help me to give a round of applause to Dr. Karim. So with that, I'll hand over to Nitin to introduce Dr. Karim.
Thank you, Mr. Roger Wang, the President of Marketing Singapore Training Center, for his very passionate speech.